Good morning everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video we will be covering kingdom fungi. In the previous video we have completed till kingdom protista. So let's start the video. As we know that in kingdom fungi, the majority of organisms are heterotrophic organisms. They show a great diversity and morphology in habitat. You must have seen many daily life examples of fungi such as in moist bread, rotten fruits, the mushroom that you eat, and toast tolls are also fungi. Some unicellular fungi such as yeast are used in brewing industry to make bread and beer. Other fungi cause diseases in plants and animals. One of the example is wheat rust causing, which is Puccinia, which is a very important example. Can be asked as an MCQ. Some sources are used in antibiotics such as penicillium. Fungi is Penicillium notatum. Fungi are cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan means that it is found everywhere. हर जगह मिलते हैं. Fungi used to prefer to grow in warm and humid places. This is an important line. Stama. Now I will be coming to the main points, that is classification of fungi. Before that there are some terms that is known as, one is mycelium. Mycelium means network of hyphae. You just note it down. Now these are some important stages, that is plasmogamy, which means fusion of protoplasm. Between two motile or non-motile gametes. Motile gametes which can be movable easily, from the gametes to which are stagnant, cannot move easily. Then is karyogamy, that is fusion of two nuclei. Then the last one is meiosis. This is the sexual cycle of fungi. This is a very important point. Now coming to the classification of fungi, the fungi has been classified on the basis of morphology of mycelium, which is the network of hyphae, mode of spore formation, that is that we will discuss further, and fruiting bodies. This forms the division and kingdom into various classes. The first one is Phycomycetes. These are lower or algal fungi. The mycelium here is aseptate. And coenocytic. Here asexual reproduction takes place. That is through zoospores, which is motile, and aplanospores, which is non-motile. Sexual reproduction also takes place, that is through oospores. It's not given in NCERT. Here the dikaryotic stage, that is dikaryotic stage here means that is this sexual cycle of fungi, which includes involves plasmogamy, karyogamy, and meiosis. Here it is absent. They take nutrition through decaying wood or or being parasites on plants. Now examples are very important. That is, some common examples are mucor, rhizopus, and albigo. You can remember this by using a mnemonic by Ram. That is rhizopus, albigo, and mucor. Rhizopus is brain mold, as you know. Albigo is parasitic fungi on mustard. So phycomycetes is over with this. Now coming to ascomycetes. Commonly known as sac fungi. The mycelium is branched and septate. Actually, except phycomycetes, every other classes mycelium is branched and septate. Only ascomycetes is septate and coenocytic. Here, asexual reproductions through conidia. Which is exogenously produced. Sexual reproduction through ascospores, which is endogenously produced. Here the dikaryotic stage is present, that is sexual cycle of fungi, that is plasmogamy, karyogamy, and meiosis. PKM. You can remember this as a mnemonic if you want to. Now, through nutrition, they are saprophytic decomposers or corphophilous. They take nutrition by growing on dung, or being saprophytic, or being act as in decomposers, or being parasitic. As I have already told, that asexual spores are conidia, which is produced exogenously, and special mycelium called conidiospores. And sexual spores are also called ascospore, which is produced endogenously. Sac fungi, as I already told you. This is an important point. These asci are arranged in different types of fruiting bodies, and mode of classification fruiting bodies called asocarps. Now, some of the very important examples are Aspergillus, Claviceps, and Neurospora. One of the main important example is Neurospora, which is used extensively in biochemical and genetic work. Many members like morels and truffles are edible and are considered as delicacies. Some question can be asked as this: from which group of fungi some edible items are also be available to us, that is ascomycetes. Now coming to basidiomycetes, it is also known as club fungi. As I have already told you, the mycelium is branched and septate. Here asexual spores are absent, and and it is asexual reproduction only takes place through vegetative reproduction by fragmentation. Oh, sorry, I mean asexual reproduction is generally absent, but vegetative reproduction takes place through fragmentation. Here it is written that asexual spores are generally not found, but vegetative reproduction is by fragmentation. Sorry if I have made any mistake there. The sex organs are absent, but plasmogamy is brought by fusion of two vegetative or somatic cells of different strains and genotypes. The resultant structure is dikaryotic, which ultimately gives rise to basidium. Here also dikaryotic stage is present, that is PKM, and basidiospores, that is sexual reproduction, occurs through basidiospores, just exogenously produced. Now karyogamy and meiosis takes place in basidium, producing 4 basidiospores. Here can be asked as a statement type in MCQ that karyogamy and meiosis takes place in the basidium, producing 8 types. But the correct one will be 4 types. Can be asked as in this type of question. The basidiospores are exogenously produced on basidium, plural, that is singular form is basidium, plural form is basidia. The basidia are arranged in fruiting body called basidiocarps. Some common members are agaceous, that is mushroom, ustilagos, mud, puccinia, rust causing fungus. Now coming to deuteromycetes, which is also known as imperfect fungi. Imperfect fungi or fungi imperfecti. Here the mycelium is also branched and septate. Asexual reproduction takes place through conidia, produced exogenously. And to be point to be noted that only asexual reproduction, asexual or vegetative stages are only found. Sexual stage is generally absent. Here the dikaryotic stage is also absent. That plasmogamy followed by karyogamy then followed by meiosis doesn't takes place here. The sexual stage is also absent. Now the nutrition, they act as a saprophytic, parasitic. Most of them are decomposers and help in mineral cycling. Large number of them are decomposers, help in mineral cycling. Once perfect sexual stages are members of deuteromycetes are discovered, they are often moved to ascomycetes or basidiomycetes. This is a very important point. Then if the sexual the main reason for not to be a sexual stage is not found, that once they are found they are moved to ascomycetes and basidiomycetes. So generally sexual stage is generally absent in deuteromycetes because of that reason. Now, some examples are Alternaria, Coletrichum and Trichoderma. I am writing that point over here. If sexual stages are found, they are moved to ascomycetes or deuteromycetes. So with this we have completed the kingdom fungi.